Hello, welcome back guys. Video number 2 and lesson number 2. We're going to look at Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes. Now you've just got your guitar, you've tuned it up, you're really excited and you want to learn something. Now don't turn off here. If you don't like Seven Nation Army, you don't like the White Stripes, this is purely just to get the fundamentals of playing a clear note on the guitar and moving around, just with one finger to begin with, because if you've never played the guitar before, trying to get all 4 fingers going is quite difficult. So don't tune off, stay with me. As I said, if you've got an acoustic guitar, probably not something you're probably going to be interested in, you don't want to learn this, but just learn it, I promise you, learn this just to be your first riff that you'll ever learn, just to get the fundamentals of getting the clear notes, getting your fingers in the right position, and you'll enjoy it, I promise. Once you get going you'll enjoy doing this. So, play the riff first. Now as you can see with this riff, I'm doing it all with my first finger, okay? So we could play it, and I would probably advise you further on down the line that you play it with more than the one finger. But for the purpose of this lesson, we're just going to use the one finger, just to get this finger used to moving around the fretboard and getting clear notes. Right, so the thing you need to know first is to get a clear note on the fretboard, where you need to be, the finger position is really, really important. So if I'm just using my first finger, which is this one here, right next to the thumb, just in case anyone wanted to ask that question, finger number 1, I pop it on fret number 7, okay? Now, you can either do this method of counting up really slowly, and you probably will to begin with. You just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, all the way up to fret number 7. And that's absolutely fine to begin with. Eventually though, you'll start to see that on your guitar you may have some dots, and if you've just noticed that, great. You'll see dots on top of the fretboard there, and also on the inlays, on the fret inlays right in the middle of the fretboard there, you'll see the dots there. Now what that does, it maps out in odd numbers, okay? Until you get to the 12th fret up here. It goes a little bit out of sync up here, but generally down here, it starts here, it goes 3, 5, 7, 9, okay? And then it goes out of sync when we get to 12, but just don't worry about that today. So 3, 5, 7, 9. Now I said our first note is on fret number 7, and it's on the A string. Now from our previous video, you now know, hopefully with the Eddie 8 Dynamite Goodbye Eddie phrase, you now know where the A string is. So if you've worked it out, the A string is the second, this one down here, which is string number 5 we call that, which is our A string. And now we're on fret number 7 on this A string, okay? So I've counted up, I've either gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's absolutely fine if you can't do the odd number thing. And if you know the odd number thing, it's 3, 5, 7, so I know I'm up here, on this bar here. Now, to get a clear note, and this is what we want every single time, if we go too far this way, now we pop our finger on the fret, and if I pop it there, not good. As you can hear there, you've got that rattle and you've got the buzz where it's just rubbing against the fret wire, so not a good sound. What you need to do is move your first finger, imagine you're sort of you're just about to creep into fret number 8 and stop there, just before the fret wire here, and the fret wire is this metal, as you see this wet metal wire here across the fretboard there. What you want to do, keep that real close to the fret wire there, and I promise you, every time if you do that and you get the right amount of pressure, you'll get a clear note, okay? If you go too far that way, you get that buzz, you don't want that. If you're keeping your finger in the correct position, which is there, right next to the fret wire, is then all about pressure, okay? So pressure, just make sure you're pressing down firm on the guitar there. Not too hard. If you press down too hard, you'll push the string out of tune, okay? So it's a fine line, so getting it right. So the right amount of pressure to get a clear note, but not too much pressure where you're putting the string out of tune, okay? So we've got our first note there, it's on fret 7 of the A, with the first finger. All of this riff is just with one finger, remember. So we go this one here, fret 7, then I move up to fret number 10 on the A string. So if I know 7, I count up 8, 9, 10, or if I know my little system of 3, 5, 7, 9, I know that 9's there, 10 is just one higher. So I got 7, pick that twice, okay? So then I go up to fret number 10, back to 7, down to 5, all along the same string, down to 3, down to 2. That's the first part of the riff, okay? Nice and simple. Very good, if you got that, really well done. If not, stop the video, have a little practice, then restart the video when you're ready to go, okay? Second time you do it round, you're going to go 7 again, 7 again, twice 2 on 7, then 10, 7, 5, 3, 5, 3, 2. Okay, so the whole riff, put that together. Okay, and there's your first riff, okay? And that's great, and what you want is something to begin with, just nice and quick, and you know, that might take you some time. If you've never picked up a guitar before, you might go, hang on a minute, what's he doing there? I'm going to have to stop this video, and feel free to stop the video. Only go on to the next video when you're ready for it, okay? So get that riff down first, get the notes all nice and clear, and if you can, get it to the right speed of the track. So if you're unfamiliar with the track, either watch the video I just did of the playing the riff, or just listen to the track on either Spotify or whatever you listen to your music via. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson.